Libra, what's up? What's happening? Welcome to Violet Eyez Tarot. Libra, let's take a look where you've been, where you're at, where you're going if you keep going in this path. All right, cool, good. I think this is the best spread I've seen, and it is the last time I'm recording. So, yeah, Libra, I feel like you've, paid the cost to be the boss. You've made choices, lived with those consequences, wise enough to know that all choices have consequences. A master delegator. I keep wanting to say master manipulator, but no, that is not, a master delegator, a person that is very socially adept. And where you're at now, it's like, well, here it is, here's the truth, here's the light. No, we're not dancing in the moonlight with the devil, and we do want to go towards our happiness. That's what I can feel like I feel like that's what I'm channeling from a really powerful Libra, which is very hard to find, because a lot of Libras, they, it's the fact that they're so socially intelligent. So socially intelligent, but some of them, they just don't know when to quit engaging. They don't know when to just be like, all right, this is me time. It's time for me. It's time for me to do this. Like, the party has to come to an end at some point. The socializing, like, when you need to go, that you need to go indoors. So indoors as in within yourself. So what does Libra need to hear? Yeah, you're going towards your happiness, towards what you want, and you want more of that. So whatever you've been doing, it's like, yeah, keep doing it. You're doing it all with the right intentions, right? We got the Jack of Hearts at the bottom. You're doing it all for love. You're doing it with good intentions. You're somebody that knows that you can't hide, right? Moon inverted. When you can't hide intention. Yeah, like, you might fool people that are not that sensitive to the energies, or have not awoken their third eye, but everybody else will know your true intentions behind whatever and everything you do. The energetic signature is present for all to see, for all to feel. Having compassion for those who do not yet see this way, for they do not know what they do. And at the same time, giving yourself the honor and respect you still deserve. Like, I'm not saying you should be taking any shit, not at all. But you are definitely somebody that, with this kind of mental clarity, you are growing these people's minds. Like, you're growing their value so that they can see your value. Because it's not fun being the only one in the throne, right? Like, if you're the only emperor, and now you have, like, the puppet of masters, or whatever the fuck, I'm talking backwards, but it's not fun being the only one that's aware. You don't want to be the king in a town of idiots. And so now you have to share the light, share the knowledge with these people, so that you have good quality opponents, like real challenges. And not only that, but there's nothing more dangerous than an envious person. I gotta say, talking from experience myself, I had this friend a long time ago, and I had no idea that friend wanted what I had, regarding a career path. And for the longest time, I just thought he was a loyal follower of mine, like a friend. And over time, I saw how both of us basically suffered and became destroyed by his envy over what I had. And if he would have just been more direct in asking me how to get to where I was going, because I wasn't even there yet, I think it would have turned us into a powerful duo rather than a king waging war on another king, where it's like, yeah, the king of clubs has qualities that the king of diamonds is never gonna have. Like, they both want to be the king, they both want to rule, but they both have different strengths, and together they could rule an empire, you know, like to where they could take turns into who's going to be the emperor of the empire. And that can only come when everybody accepts themselves as kings, and one of them stops seeing themselves as like putting the other on the pedestal. It takes a lot of inner work, because Libra, you know, you're not responsible for this other person's inner worth. You know, they're gonna have to do the work to realize that they're a king too. Now, they might not be a king exactly like you, but if you do, like, I guess what would be the advice if you're dealing with an individual like this? It'd be to extend your heart out, you know, and kind of give history into how you got to where you got. And even people that are in this level, like people that are so down on their own self-esteem, even when you talk about your, you know, your basically your path, your journey, and how you got there, they're gonna still think negative shit, like, oh, look at this self-centered motherfucker, you know, there they go again talking about their fucking rise to the top. And it's like, well, if they don't have the intelligence to see that, hey man, I'm letting you into my autobiography so that you see that I started from the bottom, that I didn't just get here, that I didn't just teleport here. But some people can't even see that. And if that's what's happening here, Libra, then I would just suggest, it's the advice here for Libra, walk away. 6 of Spades. Just start rowing away. You know, they're not gonna see the value. They're gonna have to go through their own even longer journey of finding their own value, and then finally, once they crown themselves, getting started on the real journey. It's like, wow, dude, you're like 3 steps behind, because you're looking over at my plate, even though I'm showing you love and I'm giving you the insight on how I got here from the past. So yeah, that's kind of a tough situation to be in, Libra, but I wish you the best, and I wish you strength and wisdom to know when to start walking away. Peace.